it going? Do you support Trump?
Advocacy.
Why is that? Why would you ever do that?
I support what he's doing with immigration.
What is he doing with immigration?
We have self deportation. People get plane tickets paid for, and the possibility to come back instead of a ban. We also have destroying the cartels. We have ending catch and release, Hispanic Prosperity Initiative.
Okay, do you
Supported
support mass
that.
deportation?
Do I support mass deportations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? What's one benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants?
The mass deportations themselves, opening up jobs, freeing up the stress on the taxpayer. Not only that, then incentivizing legal immigration, decentivizing illegal immigration.
That's
Um,
not a reason that would
and it's a
decentivize
response
legal
to
immigration.
mass illegal immigration. Under the last
So,
administration, the highest numbers in history. So,
sure, you're making all the points. So you made jobs. You made the claim of job. Oh, I forgot. You made the claim of jobs. What else?
just freeing up stress on the
Yeah,
tax relief for the
jobs and freeing of
taxpayer.
stress. So according to the American Immigration Council, for every 400,000 immigrants removed, 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers would lose their job. Not only that, we would also see an increase in poverty. You're saying they would free up the stress. Undocumented immigrants contribute more than they take out. They contribute 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars into the GDP, roughly 100 billion dollars in taxes, 22 billion in Social Security, 6 billion in Medicaid. Also, mass amnesty and fixing the core issue of undocumented entry would decentivize illegal entry and incentivize legal entry. So that's going to be the better option because we would see a better economy with that mass amnesty compared to mass deportation.
Not even close, because if you do mass amnesty, that actually incentivizes illegal immigration since you just rewarded every single illegal
So,
immigrant
what is
with
the main reason
amnesty.
for
Not
undocumented
only that,
entry?
you are then completely ignoring the mass illegal immigration that happened under the last administration, world record
That's the
numbers,
second point. Yeah, that's the second point. But let's stay on topic.
right? And then
What is
you
one reason
ignore
for
the criminal
undocumented?
organizations that came across
What is one?
MS-13
Yeah, but
Nicaragua.
we can only talk about one at a time. What is one reason for undocumented entry? What is the core issue?
What is the core issue for illegal immigration?
Yeah, why do people choose to come in here
People
undocumented?
being displaced from their country.
False. That's an issue for immigration in general. But the reason why people choose to come in
No,
here undocumented,
legal immigration isn't for because of displacement. Legal immigration, people immigrate legally because of opportunities.
no, they can also be displaced.
Not all immigration is because they're displaced.
But then no, not, yes, I never said all. I'm asking for you for the core issue of undocumented
Yeah, the
entry.
core issue
The
for
core
illegal
issue for
immigration
undocumented entry
would
is
be
not that they're displaced.
destabilized
No, it's not.
countries
No, destabilized countries is a reason for immigration, not
for
a
illegal
core issue for
immigration.
undocumented entry.
For illegal immigration.
I guess I can frame it to you in a different way. Why do people choose to come in here undocumented compared to
Oh, versus
legally?
legal? Yeah, sure, because they want to skip the line. They don't want to pay the money.
Because it takes too long and it's too
Yeah, they
expensive,
want to skip
correct?
the line, skip in front of
Yes.
everybody else, and
Sure.
avoid paying the
So if
money.
the core issue of undocumented entry is going to be that it takes too long and it's too expensive, the way we
Doesn't
decrease
take too long
undocumented
and it's not
entry,
too
the way
expensive.
we decrease
People
undocumented
just choose
entry and
not to wait
incentivize
and not
legal
to
On
pay.
entry is
average,
by
it takes
making
about
more
10
courts and
years.
making more
Yeah, man, I
judges in
went through the
America
process
being able to
myself. I was
help these
born in Mexico
undocumented
City. My
immigrants to
family
become legal
immigrated here.
citizens. It would significantly
It's not
decrease the
too expensive
process.
and it doesn't take too long. People just don't want to wait and they don't have the money.
It is too expensive, but it could take 5 to 10
No,
years.
it's not.
But you just, it doesn't matter if you, it doesn't matter what
Why
you
would it
think.
be too
It doesn't
expensive?
matter what, can you let me talk? You've been
You've
interrupting
been
me quite a
speaking
bit.
over me this whole time
You literally spoke over me the entire time I was talking for the last 30 seconds. Do you want me to play it back?
because you're spewing bullshit. I mean, you're saying mass
Yeah, you just
amnesty,
agreed. You
rewarding
just
illegal
agreed.
immigration,
You just
rewarding
agreed that
illegal
undocumented
behavior
entry
is
and the core
good.
issue.
Why should we reward illegal behavior?
Why would you reward a president who's a 34 count felon, a adjudicated rapist, someone who violates the core fundamental value, which is the Constitution,
Sure,
someone who
define
violates gag
adjudicated.
orders? Yeah, do that. Are you really gonna ask me for a definition when you know he was held liable
Well, you don't
for
know what the
sexual
definition
for
of
sexual
adjudicated
abuse? Yes, I
even
do.
means.
Do you know what it means?
What's the definition of
Yeah, do
adjudicated?
you know what it means, bud?
Yeah, that's what I just asked.
Then
That's
if
why I
you know
just
what it
asked
means, why
you.
do I need to tell you what it means? I think that's
Because
just
you
a waste of
don't.
my time, a waste of your time,
Because
and a
you don't
waste of
know.
viewers'
You're just
time.
repeating shit you've heard before other people say. So
No,
I
can you
get
prove
it. I
anything?
mean,
Prove it wrong. Prove it wrong. Was he held liable for sexual abuse?
oh yeah, that's not what I asked you. I
Cool.
said define
Was he held
adjudicated.
criminally
You said he
liable
was
for
an
34 count
adjudicated
felonies? Yes or
rapist.
no?
So can you define adjudicated?
Was he held criminally liable for 34 count felonies? Yes or no?
Yeah, and that's what I voted
Cool.
for. Yeah.
Has he violated the Constitution?
No.
False. He violated the elections clause on
When did the
January
Supreme
6th.
Court determine that?
Yes, we don't need a Supreme Court decision
That's actually what is
to
needed to determine a
no.
violation of the
Hold on. So if your
Constitution.
friend, if you knew for
So
one
can
hundred
you
percent
stop beating
certain,
around the bush? What's
if
adjudicated mean?
you knew for 100% certain that your friend raped someone, he
So you
told
don't
you
know
that he
what
raped
the
someone,
definition of
and then the
adjudicated
rape
is.
victim told you that. Can you shut the fuck up?
So you don't know what definition of adjudicated means. You just say
Can your words not start
I
in the
just
middle of
want
his
him to shut up.
You
sentence?
just repeat shit you've
Hold
heard
on.
other
Just
people say, huh?
shut up. Can you just shut up? Holy fuck.
You
Stop
script.
interrupting me. Just shut the fuck up and
You
stop
script.
interrupting me. Stop interrupting
Script.
me. Genuinely. I've been dealing 3 hours of insane people interrupting me. And I get it. I sometimes do it too.
You
And I
script.
apologize if I interrupt you. But you are so fucking annoying. You cannot shut the fuck up and
You
let me
script.
talk.
Script, bro.
You think it's a nice script?
You don't even know what adjudicated means.
You think
just
it's a
said
nice
it.
script,
Okay,
buddy? Yeah,
to
you think
adjudicate
it's a
is to
nice
make a
script? Hold on, hold on, hold on.
binding judgment
Hold
or
on, Bubble.
decision
He
about
just
a
accused me of
disputed
having.
matter.
I don't have to tell you that.
Hold on. You just accused me of having a nice script. How about I show you the actual?
You don't
the
know what
actual quote-unquote
adjudicated
script?
means.
Hold on.
You
You
just
want to
said
know
it.
what adjudicated means? It means to make a
I don't want you to Bumblebee.
binding
I don't want you.
judgment or
No, no, no.
decision about a
Man, thank you
disputed
for
matter.
Googling it for him,
Hold on.
Bumblebee.
Is this a
Took you
script?
long enough.
Is this a script?
I
Is this a
Thank you
don't.
for
script?
Googling
Is this
No.
a
it for him.
script?
Thank
This
you
is
for
not a
Googling it
script.
for him.
Also, I didn't
I
want
didn't
Bumblebee to tell you
Google.
because that's irrelevant. It is irrelevant. The word adjudicated is irrelevant. 'Cause
Actually,
you conceded.
the
You
civil case
conceded.
is irrelevant.
Shh,
The
my
civil
You know
case
what's
is
God.
you know what's really
irrelevant.
Oh
funny
my
is
fucking
you're
God. Just
Case is
shut up.
claiming
irrelevant.
you're claiming that I
Dude.
Googled it. I'm over here watching Looney
A
Tunes.
civil case is irrelevant.
Dude, can you shut up? Just shut the fuck
You
up.
brought up a civil case.
Do you have the ability to
About
shut your
immigration.
mouth? Can you put a bubble in your mouth like you're in third fucking
Can you
grade?
make a valid
Quiet
argument?
Quiet
coyote and
coyotes.
shut the fuck
Can you
up.
make
I'm
a valid
genuinely being
argument?
so fucking serious. If you don't shut up within the next 5 seconds, I will count that as a concession, and I will count that as you no longer support Donald Trump. So stay on mute and shut the fuck up.
He wants
It is not that fucking difficult.
to run so bad.
Yeah, is that a concession? You have 5 seconds.
I'll be
If you
quiet
talk,
so you can't run.
if you
I'll
talk
be
or
quiet
unmute
so you
yourself,
can't run.
if you talk or unmute yourself
Quiet so
until I
you
am
can't run
done,
like a
I will count
bitch.
that as a concession. You have 5 seconds to go on mute. 5, 4,
Yeah, I'll be quiet so
3.
you
Go
won't run
on
like a
mute.
bitch.
3,
I'll be
2,
quiet so you won't run like a bitch.
1, 0. Are you okay? I'm gonna put you on mute. If you unmute any single time when I'm speaking, I will count that as a concession, and I will count that as you are no longer a Trump supporter. Okay. The reason why I said adjudicated does not matter is because I brought up so many different points. The first one being the 34 count felonies. It is the case that we want to go in order. We should talk about the 34 count felonies, then the civil court case that determined him to sexually abuse E. Jean Carroll, then his attack on the Constitution, then his violations on gag orders. You made the claim that he did not violate the Constitution. I don't want to talk about that yet because the first thing we should talk about is the 34 count felonies. But what is there to talk about? You made the claim that he was held criminally liable of 34 count felonies. But then you said we should get rid of these criminals, right? You care about law and order. You don't care about it when it comes to the president. You only care about it for immigrants. You're a hypocritical piece of shit who upholds standards for immigrants, but you don't uphold standards for the president, for a white man. You are a person of color, I'm assuming, unless you're white presenting. It says Mexicans for Trump. That is cockroaches for raid. You sitting at the white table will not grant you white privilege. You being pro-white people and pro-Trump will not grant you the privilege that you think it does. Okay? They kill cockroaches. They abuse cockroaches. They harm cockroaches. Okay? And they think that we are cockroaches. Don't take it per my word. Take it per Donald Trump's own word. He thinks that immigrants are the venom of this country. He thinks that we are the enemy from within. Don't take it from myself. Take it from the Republican Party. Okay? It's cockroaches for raid. You voted against yourself and you voted against your people. And you are a disgrace to everyone. You are a disgrace to everyone. Now you can talk. Holy shit.
That was so cute and full of emotion. So Donald Trump signed the Hispanic Prosperity Initiative, has a Latino in his cabinet. And not only that, he's met with the Mexican president multiple times and actually renegotiated NAFTA in favor of Mexico. So Donald Trump has condemned racism multiple times. He's addressing the cartel issue. He's even said that, he wants to keep DACA recipients here. Donald Trump gave TPS to Venezuelans. I think I already mentioned the Hispanic Prosperity Initiative. So yeah, everything you just said is just based off of emotion. not based off of reality.
Trump just came out and said that he's going to go after green card holders.
I want to respond to this. I didn't
green
interrupt you a
card
single
holders
time.
can be deported.
Hold on.
If they
I didn't
violate
interrupt
the
you a
terms of
single
their
time.
green
I didn't
card.
interrupt you a single time.
Oh,
If that's how you have to do
did, though.
no, well, you were done
just
talking.
did, though.
If you were done talking, you stopped at the TPS to Venezuelans. You were done talking. If that's how we have to do it, we both have to mute ourselves to have productive dialogue. Then go on mute. Okay, you finish talking. Now I'm gonna talk. You're not gonna interrupt me, and we can continue doing that. If that's the only way we can have a productive dialogue. You said a Latino in cabinet. You are quite literally saying that you're saying I have a black friend. Okay, you're tokenizing Latino people.
You just ignored the Hispanic prosperity initiative.
Yes, I'm going point by point. You brought up the fact that he had a Latino in his cabinet. That is the first thing I wrote down. Latino in his cabinet. Donald Trump is condemning racism. Cartel issue. Wants to keep DACA recipients and TPS to Venezuelans. I want to go point by point. Stop interrupting me. You are tokenizing people of color. You are tokenizing your own people. Okay, and then you said Donald Trump wants to condemn racism, and is condemning racism. He depicted the Obamas as monkeys and apes. He said Puerto Rico and Puerto Rico is a shithole, as well as El Salvador and Southern American countries. Those are his own words. He said that undocumented immigrants are the venom of this country, that we're terrorists looking to rape and murder, when undocumented immigrants are 2.5 times less likely to commit any sort of violent crime or bad crime. You made the claim of the cartel issue. Mexico has been dealing with the cartel issue on their own. By the way, sure, the first time when they took out the most powerful cartel leader, they had U.S. intelligence. But the second time, they did it on their own. Mexico is dealing with it. You said that he met with the president of Mexico. He has done absolutely nothing to benefit Mexicans. He's done nothing to work with the president of Mexico to not only benefit Mexican Americans, but to benefit Mexico citizens. Initiative. Shut up. I'm going point by point.
Hispanic Prosperity
Him meeting with the president of Mexico did absolutely nothing. He's actively harming the president. He's actively harming Mexico by saying that they could do drone strikes in Mexico. And then you made the claim he wants to keep DACA recipients. He is literally deporting people who are legally allowed to be here. So you making the claim that he's helping these people, he wants to keep DACA recipients, giving TPS to Venezuelans, that is contradictory because he is illegally deporting people who are legally allowed to be here, and he's violating the Constitution and human rights while doing so. So it's a complete contradiction. It doesn't matter what he's doing. It matters the harm that he's doing to our community. And you're not standing up for your community. You're standing up for a white rapist man.
You completely ignored the Hispanic.
And I'm going to interrupt you 3 times. You interrupted me 3 times, so you're going to have 3 of my interruptions. Go ahead.
So you completely ignored the Hispanic Prosperity Initiative and the renegotiation of NAFTA, right? And then you're claiming that this guy, Donald Trump, the president of the U.S., is hurting our community, but the cartels,
that's not true. Quite frankly, that's not true.
The cartels who are raping and unaliving Mexicans, they're not harming our community, right?
Yeah, but
that's the people you are defending. But I get
that's a pivot.
You're a little pocho. You're a little anchor
be,
baby. You were born in the U.S. You were brought over here. You don't fucking speak a lick of Spanish.
The thing is,
you don't speak a word of Spanish. I get it, bro. You're a little pocho. I get it. I get it. We call you no sabos because you guys don't speak a word of Spanish.
See how it feels like to not.
You still identify as a Latino.
Do you see how it feels like to like be interrupted? Right? You interrupted me 3 times. I interrupted you 3 times.
Initiative because you didn't know what the fuck to say about it.
He pardoned the president of Honduras, who is the biggest cartel criminal of them all.
The ex-president of Honduras.
The biggest cartel.
The ex-president of Honduras trafficked seed drugs into our country.
That's hilarious.
Yes, the ex-president of Honduras trafficked seed drugs into our country. What crime did he commit?
Yeah, what
trafficking 30 tons of seed drugs into America.
Trafficking drugs. That's the crime. Trafficking drugs. He was convicted.
Where was he caught?
He was convicted.
No, give me the details. What was he caught doing?
Seed drugs into our country.
Give me the details. What was he caught doing?
Yeah, he was
trafficking 30 tons of seed drug into our country.
Was he caught with it? Was he caught with it physically on him? On his boat? On a plane?
Are you denying that he was convicted? Are you denying that?
No, I'm denying he was ever caught with anything physically.
Okay, so
why was he charged with conspiracy?
Why was he convicted if he did not commit the crime?
Because I just told you he was charged with conspiracy of trafficking. He wasn't caught with
You are a fucking disgraceful piece of shit. Get out of my live stream. You are cockroaches for raid, quite literally. You are what's harming the Latino population. You are what's harming everyone in this country. Okay, you are a disgrace to your people. You are a disgrace to your family. And that's how I'm gonna end this live stream because I'm gonna